Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So in this video we're going to be going through the top teams for the Necrodrakon Dream Realm boss. There are quite a few that I have to go through, and actually depending on your level of upgrades, certain teams work, whereas for like a maxed out account they're not working. So we're going to be talking about those as well. Now this is a great team from Frosty and Reinier. This is basically the most free to play friendly or budget team because it's only using the twins, pink twin on the right and blue twin on the left, Thorin in front of Sinbad, Sonya buffing up Sinbad and Bonnie with the Blade Ring spell. Now the key charms for this comp are actually almost all of the heroes here. Sinbad, twins, even Sonya or Thorin charms provide the defense shred, and then Bonnie as well as a damage dealer to boost her damage output. This is a very good team. I believe we're on epic difficulty, right? Yeah, we're on epic difficulty, so yeah, there's not going to be any clears of epic difficulty today, but we're just going to see what type of scores we can get with all of these teams, and this one is doing surprisingly well for the fact that it doesn't have Reinier, it doesn't have Harak, and overall very budget friendly. Now, unfortunately, there haven't been a lot of teams being tested without even having the twins, but if you had to go for a concept without the twins, I would definitely try to use like Sinbad, Sonya combo are really good, Bonnie as well as, and Thorin are good here, and apart from that, if you have Harak, we're going to show some Harak teams later as well. So this is going to be 65% of the boss's health, very good score. Wow, wait, what? Rank 4 position with like the free-to-play team, 28.3 billion damage. This is really good actually, showing you that if you have your charms upgraded, if you have heroes like relatively highly invested, you can even compete for top scores with not necessarily, not the most pay-to-win teams at all. Okay, but let's go on to the next team. So next team is going to be from Evzy and Note. Red Note. Now, this is a team formation if you have a plus 10 exclusive equipment of Sinbad, but if you want to try running Reinier in there as well, with Kruger as well. This is definitely a good team, but it is obviously more pay to win. The only other version is if you have a plus 15 Sinbad, you mirror this. So this is basically, I wanted to show this formation because this is for the plus 10 exclusive equipment Sinbad, which I think probably more people have. But if you have a plus 15 Sinbad like we have, we're going to mirror it by moving the pink twin and the blue twin like this, and then swapping Reinier and Sonya, and that is it with the Blade Ring spell. So let's take a look at what this team is capable of doing. This team makes a lot of sense because it has Kruger for debuffs, Reinier for the debuff, you have Sonya and Sinbad for their damage, and twins as well for their Stellar Bond buff and their haste buff for damage. Now, I want to see, is this actually going to beat the team that we just ran before this? Because that got way higher than I was expecting. But Thorin charms are going to be very important. So this only got 26 billion for me. Thorin charms are really important in any Thorin related team. And actually, the top teams of today are also using Thorin just for his soul planted debuff and for his charms. So that is going to be important. Okay, so there we have that team. Not amazing. It is going to be RNG. In Necrodrakon, generally, teams are going to be high on RNG. So don't just do one run, do 5 to 10 runs, whichever team you ultimately choose. Now we have a team from Sayanska and also my viewer Marius. They basically, this team is great for Supreme Plus upgraded account, but it doesn't work well for Paragon upgraded account. So if you have like a Supreme Plus level, not major Paragon upgrades, this is probably going to be the best team for you that you can run. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left. People with Supreme Plus are even getting close to 30 billion damage with this comp, which is crazy. Reinier in front of Harak, Sonya buffing up Harak, and the Bonnie with the Blade Ring spell. This is going to be your go-to team for Supreme Plus level of account. This is probably the top team for you to run. But for Paragon upgraded account, it is not working because I think you have too much damage and then the boss ramps up too quickly and then you just end up dying earlier than you should. But with Supreme Plus level, this is like the sweet spot for this team. But let's see what happens on a first run. But other people who have tried with Paragon 4 accounts, they can't even really break 26 billion damage. So I think that would probably be around our limit as well. But let's see what happens here. 20, I mean, not bad so far. If Harak can continue to survive, yeah, we took that hit, that's good. Okay, yeah, not bad. Not bad, I think, but the difference would be if the other allies were able to survive a bit longer, your overall total damage output would be higher. Hey, actually, it's working even for me. 28.8 billion. It generally is not working for the Paragon 4 accounts, but it could be some RNG to it. Either way, this is a very solid team, and if you don't have like a max account, this may be the best team that you can run. That is what people are reporting, and it can get up to 30 billion damage even with like lower upgrades. Okay, now we have two more teams. One is going to be an Athalia team, which is like very pay to win. However, this is technically the team which has the highest reported score of 31.2 billion damage. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Reinier and Harak on the Stellar Bond. You're going to have Sonya buffing up Harak and Athalia with the Blade Ring spell. As for charms, you want it on basically all of the heroes here. That would be optimal. We're probably we'll do one run now, but if we don't get like a crazy RNG, we'll do more runs, skip runs at the end. After I show you the final team, because this is one of the contenders for the top rank, and like I mentioned, this has a reported highest score. However, the other team I'm going to show you after this is also very, very close in terms of score. Okay, so great. All of the allies who are buffed up by the Crimson Covenant of Sonya are alive right now. Finally, Sonya is going to go down, but Athalia in her Lance form is going to continuously deal damage, and Harak, of course, is going to continue to deal damage. 31 seconds left. I mean, as long as Harak can survive here, I think we're going to end up with a really good score, all the way up to 27 billion damage, 17 seconds left. Let's see on our first run, can we hit that good RNG? Because these are RNG teams. It's not going to be like your first run, you're going to get an amazing score. We got really good, 30.1 billion damage. That is really solid. I think that's going to be rank 3, okay. A lot of damage, of course, from Harak and Athalia. So this is a good team, but this is very, very pay-to-win team. And even then, it isn't necessarily the top performer, depending on the upgrades on your account. Okay, next up we have Frosty's team. Frosty's team is also very good, and this can also work well and effectively, even if you don't have insane upgrades on the account. Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left, Reinier in front of the Harak, Thorin in front of the Pink Twin, and Bonnie in the upper right corner with the Blade Ring spell. There have been some testing of Bonnie in different positions, like on the right corner or the upper left corner. Both are like viable options. I don't know if they really make that much of a difference, to be honest. Harak is going to devour the Reinier first, and then I believe the twins after that. I believe the twins. Yeah, he's going to devour the twins after that. Okay, so Bonnie goes down early. I don't know if that was bad RNG or if that is supposed to happen. For this team, you need to have Thorin charms because you want to have that defense shred to increase your Harak's damage. Twins are going to survive for a long time. That's really good. Oh no, wait, Bonnie is supposed to be devoured by the Harak. I'm mistaken. Yeah, that's why she's in the upper right corner or even upper left. She will be devoured before the twins, so twins are going to get a bit more uptime. This team on our first run, not looking amazing, but this also has a potential to hit over like close to 31 billion damage. But basically, these are all the teams you can run depending on your level of upgrades and which heroes you have built up. Now what we're going to do for our remaining runs, I think we're just going to run Easy Breezy and K9 Casanova's comp, because this is the one with the highest reported score, and it has gotten the highest score for me so far on all of the first runs. Okay, we got a new rank 2 position, 30.6 billion damage on our second run. Yeah, this one's looking really good and pretty consistent as well. And the Thorin team that I showed you, Frosty's team, that one right at the end, that one can hit 30.8 billion. That's the highest reported score. So the fact that we're already getting 30.6 billion with this team really feels like this is probably slightly better if you have these heroes built and upgraded. But I mean, this needs Athalia and the other team doesn't need Athalia, so there's an advantage of that as well. Okay, 30.7 billion damage. In my server, 31 billion is the highest, and that is the highest in my district as well. Okay guys, I've done a lot of skip runs. We were unable to beat 30.7 billion damage, but overall I'm really happy with that, and hopefully using these teams you're able to get a top score depending on which heroes you have upgraded and your level of investment into them as well. If you have any other tips, feel free to share them in the comment section down below. But thanks for watching guys. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. There's the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.